Peoples of the planet, welcome everybody. Mr. Sidian, Xenomorpheus, what else? Dr. Argus, welcome guys. Let me lower the music, it's too high. And I'm gonna start opening up here Unity. Let's get working on it. Dude, let me tell you something weird. So I think I don't know what's going on with me, but I got home today from work. Normally I take a nap like 10-20 minutes, and I wake up, I eat something, you know, and I start streaming. Literally today, and I set my alarm. Like, I got lucky that I set my alarm. I usually set it, but you know. So I set the alarm for 7:30, right? Just in case I don't wake up or something. Today, I got in bed to sleep like 10-20 minutes, and I passed out completely. Like, I didn't even see anything. Damn, I must be tired. And then I wake up with the alarm and I say, what's, you know, when you wake up and you don't know what's happening? And then I wake up and what's happening? And I look at the clock and I say like, damn, that was weird. And now I'm cold. Like, it's not cold in here, but I am cold. So probably because I was like in this weird type of sleeping, right? And now I'm super cold. Probably I'm gonna get warm in a second. But that was weird. It never happened to me. It happened today. Like, I had things happening like this that, oh, I'm gonna lay down for a little bit and passed out when I am super tired, right? But yeah, today that's what happened. And I want to know how you guys are doing. What happened? Did something interesting happen that we should know? That I should know? That you guys want to tell me? I am testing here the inventory. I just want to get an error because I know that we are getting an error here in the client. So let me just make that error happen, and then let's start trying to fix it. Dr. Argus is the new boss in town. How's it going, Doctor? How are you doing, man? Let me see here. Where do we not have any items in there? What? Oh, okay. Wait a second. Went to the vending machine at school. He put in the money. You guys are crazy. How much was the gum? Like, you guys didn't have money for it? Damn, son. I'm gonna tell you something. You guys. Oh yeah, we put the money. We put lots of money in that machine. It took all our money. No game came out. I'm gonna sue you. Sue the school. It was $1. You guys. I'm gonna sue you. I'm gonna take you to court. You take my dollar. You take my money. You take my money. Where's my gum? You guys, I'm gonna tell you something. I am going to tell you something. Oh, I don't want to do this. I want to do backwards. Right? Right. That's what you want to do, Jeff? Yes. I'm gonna do backwards. Can you guys hear the sirens of like the cops? Something's going on. I didn't do anything, sir. I did nothing. Don't come here, sir. Me one. This one's going to be declined now. Okie dokie. Oh boy. Now we got the exception that at least the error that we are looking for. Oh, and by the way, if you guys were watching the last stream, remember that everything crashed, everything went crazy, and I ended up being able to restart OBS and restart streaming. So what I think that what happened was, I think it was a Windows update, because now there's no way to tell Windows to only download and not update, right? Because I think in Windows 7 you could say, oh, I wanted you to only download and I will install the updates, right? Or download and install, or don't download at all, or don't do anything. Now with Windows 10, you don't have that option anymore. The only option you have is to, oh, ask me to restart or something like that. So what I think that what happened was Windows download an update, and while I was streaming, Windows installed that update and was missing to restart. You know, and installs an update, and then when you go to shut it off, it says shut down and an update, or restart and update, or update and restart, that type of thing. That was the options that I had. They say, oh, okay. So that was the issue. That was the problem. Database trying to load. Database for item type unknown. This is coming from here. Okay. Okay. Because let's stream. We kind of like, I kind of move. Okay, stop it. I kind of moved the serialization. Before I was serializing everything. Now I'm kind of going towards that thought of having the only send through the wire, through the network, the all the variables that changed, right? Because the server has the database of all the items, the client has the same database, right? And then I can just send the ID of the item and the variables that would change. I don't need to send everything else. I knew it this from the beginning, but I was trying to be lazy and serialize everything, and that wasn't working. So I'm gonna try this way now and see what happens, right? So loading, the item type is unknown. Get data by, okay, who is calling that? Who is calling that event? Item type. Network item. Item type is right here, is being set. So who is calling this thing? Schools. Let's double check these items here. What is happening? Base item, item equals to items list X, right? What is this then? Oh, that's a network item. So this is our new network item thingamajigger. So let's do debug.log and let's add a filter here, item, and let's say the item name is that and the type is that, right? I don't think we have the name though. We have the type for sure. Let's do ID here. ID, and this would be item dot ID and item dot type. Jesus Christ, dude, you're crazy. Mystic Cities, dude. Thanks for the support. I'm drunk. Take my money. Welcome to the stream, man. You scared me this time. I was just sneezing, dude. Welcome to the stream, man. Thanks for the support. Appreciate it. Dude. Mystic Cities, how's your game, man? Clipped. How's your game, man? And I'm getting hot now. I knew it. It was because I was sleeping that I was feeling like cold. Right? Let's do the same thing here. Let's do the server in this side. So good, man. That's awesome. I really like Mystic. I really like the characters, man. It's getting nice. I think you have a good start in there. You know the character I like best, right? You know which one I like best. But both of them are super cool. Oh man. Is that the male character? Let me see. Let me see if I saw that one. Yeah, I saw that one. That's the new male character. That's looking pretty good, man. Look at that. Why my bar is right there? That's weird. I think this... I don't know if this is a Unity bug or something that I'm doing wrong. Because if I open up Unity and let's say the screen is this size, this is where this bar should be, right? And if I resize, the bar never goes back to the position that should be. So I don't know what's going on with that one. Item. Let's try going there now. -1 and unknown. So for some reason, let me stop this guy here. For some reason, we are getting all the items, but they are not right. They are not correcto. And that Unity just gave up on me. So maybe this thing here, one of the two, the serialization is failing it, or the deserialization is failing it, right? Just set your UI to scale to screen size. Yeah, I have that. That's the weird thing, Mystic. I have that. At least I think I do, because all the other screens, they are working completely fine. It's just that top bar. I need to double check, but I think I had that set. So let me do this. Debug.log. Let's do item. Serializing item ID that and type that. I don't need that. So let's do base item equals, what's it? Nat inventory dot get item by index, and that will be X. And then here we pass our item. And then here we do our debug. Item dot base data dot ID. And let's do item dot base data dot type dot value, right? Yep, that's what we want. That's what we want. And let me open again the Unity here. Compiling scripts. Come on. I don't have all night. Before I had all night. Now I don't have all night anymore. Don't keep doing that. Oh boy. Imagine if we timed every time that I'm waiting for compilation. I really wanna, you know that script assembly thing that Unity, at least they had set up for 2017-2. Now they pushed to 2017-3. But now it's like a gray color. I don't even know if they're gonna release that with 2017-3. And I was really waiting for that feature. Every time, man, that I'm waiting for a feature, it gets pushed down. I was waiting for the server libraries that they should be on Unity 5.6. Still, we are 2017-1. No, Jose. Not yet. Wait a second. I think I got the wrong guy. So I'm not gonna wait for features anymore. Every time I wanted something, it gets pushed. And see? Now the thing is on top. See how weird that is? I don't even know what's happening. Jacob! Welcome to the stream, man. Nice to see you, dude. How you doing? Jacob. Okay, let's try open this. ID 1 type unknown? What are you talking about? I know what it is. You know what the problem is? No, I'm wrong. I was going to say, oh, it's saving the old serialization. Wait a second. Yeah, it should not be the problem because we are getting them from the inventory. They should be base items. And we are just making a list here. So let me clear that database and test it again, because maybe that it is the problem. You know, we have them serialized as garbage. Serialized as garbage. Database, SQLite, network inventory items. Oh, I really need to update this thing because it keeps telling me every time I open. Let me clear everything. Delete, write changes. Let's go here and play. Did you hear that Unity and Autodesk go from Maya to Unity and back freely? Dude, I did not know that. But what? Well, it's Blender is free, right? So they will not partner with Blender. But I guess a lot of people, they work with Maya, right? I never worked with Maya because I don't have the monies to buy Maya. But I know that a lot of people work with. By the way, Mystic, do you use Maya? Or what do you use for 3D modeling? I know that you use Blender. I think you mentioned you use Blender, but do you use Maya as well? So let's put some stuff here. It's Nerdy ADD. Who is that person? Who is that person? I don't remember. Who are you? Who are you? Where you come from? Dude. How you doing, man? Nice to see ya. Use Maya and Blender? Yeah, I never used Maya. Well, I think I downloaded once a long time ago, like a trial version of it. But I didn't go far with it. Right. Okay, let's try again. -1 and an unknown. What? So if I close this, I still have my thing in there. Nope. Okay, let me stop this. Stop that. Play this again. Don't crash on me. It's going to crash. I can tell already. It's stuck. Right? No, I am being lame. I am being lame. Me one play not connect. I'm so used to use this editor as a client that I go and click. It's like muscle memory. So item serialization, item 1, and resource. So that's fine. Okay, so that's working. Hopefully you guys can see that. Let's go to this guy here. -1 and unknown. Huh. It's gonna kick us out. Yeah. Okay, so this is working. Serialization. Go to definition. Let me just comment this out so we can run this in the server side. Right, so let me double check here what we are doing. Find. Message serialize item string. So that goes there. And then right here, this should be a list of network items. That's probably the issue. Let me move this method here down. Save inventory items. So looks like we have one that takes the inventory ID and the list of items, and one that take the serialized items and the network inventory. This is good. This is good. I like it. Where is my deserialization here? Panel change. Okay, so I have no idea. Deserialization here, that should be in the end of the file. That's where I go all the time to look for those things. I kind of like, I don't know if you guys have this type of thing, but some types of code I have in some areas of the script. So always, let's say network handlers and event handlers, I have on the top of the file. Then I have, after that, I have the handlers itself. And then I have the public methods. And then in the end, I have network serialization overrides, and I have item serialization, right? When we are talking about like inventory and items, that's kind of like how I try to organize. So when I'm looking for serialization, I normally go to the end of the file, and it should be there, right? But this time it wasn't. I think we I am working so much in this file here that I'm just like putting things wherever, you know? Encode item. This one is the one I like it. That's the best. This should not be here. Greenbone, what's up, my man? Welcome to the stream. Okay, put that in there. And I saw it already that in the top we were missing inventory. Yeah, man. Network inventory, dude. Network inventory. Go to definition. So we are actually receiving a list of base items. Let's just add the items here. My favorite kind of stream. Oh, dude. You have no idea. I've been working in this inventory. Well, you guys know, right? You guys are here and there watching, but you know how long I've been working on this thing. I just like KDO and his IK. That's pretty nice too, man. Dude, KDO is going nuts. But yeah, I've been working so much in this inventory that when I finish this inventory, it's going to be like the day and say, thanks the gods, I finished. Or at least I think I had finished, right? But we are getting in there little by little. How many? I think this is the 4th type of implementation that I am trying here. Right? The 4th, man. The item is -1 and unknown. Deserialize. Let's do this because I think this is coming from here. Item. Let's do client. Will. Items. Let me do debug.log. And let's do message dot that. Come on. You can do it. I was telling the guys, actually, let me take a look. Because I think that... Let me stop that for a second. So let's go to Unity 3D roadmap. This is what I was telling you guys. So this is what I'm waiting. And now it's grayed out, right? This first was supposed to be on 2017-2. It's not on 2017-2 anymore. They moved to 2017-3. And now it's gray color. And I don't even know what gray means, right? I was telling the guys, every time I wanted something to be implemented, this is what happens. Dude, why? That would make my life so much better. Shader. Yeah, I really wanted that one. I wanted this one, give it to me. But I know that's a huge thing. It's not going to be easy to implement. They had that thing implemented, I think was 2017 2 beta 5. I have that downloaded. But that version of Unity is so unstable that just by clicking in the Unity UI, it crashes. But I have that version, and after that, the next beta that they released, that feature wasn't there anymore, right? So I don't know. I guess I can only cry, you know, of sadness about it. Client will deserialize items. Trying to load database for item unknown. Okay, so we got our serialization here. Let me see something. Compression, I think. Compression tests. Not quaternion. Oh yeah. Compression. Let me see this. This was just like some weird test that I was doing trying to compress the serialization. Let me see here. Oh, why did I close that? Okay, so compress is the string itself. And then this would be then a message dot that. And what we are doing with, oh, because I was compressing. Now I was serializing and then compressing it. Okay. Decompress. $49.6. Let me see, maybe I can do this. Let me delete that. So at least we have an idea, like a very vague idea, how much that would be. This one I'm not compressing. This one is a very, very lazy serialization, right? So let's see how big it is with no compressing or nothing. $184 bytes. That's not bad. Can you guys see that? Can you guys see this? No, huh? Right there. 184. That's not bad at all. Of course, we just have 2 items in the inventory. We should test it with a full inventory. But do we even have the 2 items in there? That's the question. Let me split these guys. Close that. Clear that. Oh, so see, we have 1,148. 1,100. 1,100. $1,100 bytes. Okay. Let me see how many bytes we have with a full inventory. Clear that. And now we have the looping happening. But this is like 3,000 bytes. Yeah, we may need to compress that at some point. Now I'm getting hot. I'm gonna have to turn the AC on and, well, right now. Because it's getting hot. Hot, hot, hot. Hitmax! Welcome to the stream, man. How are you doing, bro? How are you doing, man? 184. And that is an empty inventory. What I'm probably going to do Can you guys hear the thing? There we go. There we go. I think that's better. Now you guys don't hear the AC anymore. No more annoying AC. I think you guys can hear it a little bit. Let me know if it's too annoying. I can change it. But here is my thought. If the inventory was empty, we don't serialize anything, right? Because right here, we are not checking anything, and we are serializing that inventory. So even if the inventory is empty, we are setting things here, right? So we don't want to do that. So then we can save that 180 bytes. It's savings, man. It's little, but something. Okay, if it's a get, if it's a put. Oh, there we go. There we go. I think we need the first one though. The first one is doing everything. Yeah. Yeah, so let's see if this works. Don't crash on me. Don't do it. Okay. So there is nothing there. That's expected. Let's see, split. Put stuff in there. Man, oh man. It's gonna be super cool when this is working. That I can just drag items to it and just works. I'm not even thinking about it. Everything just magically just works. Don't you think? I think it would be cool. Okay, let's clear this and see what happens now. Bam. Network inventory was found. The item is -1. So why is that? Item ID. I think this is failing it. So let's do we'll deserialize and then let's do serialize items. What are we getting in here? Okay. I think what's failing at this point, what's failing is that we are taking an item from the inventory, we are converting that to the network item that only has a couple of information about the item. And then when we try to convert that network item back to an item, it doesn't hold the right information for some reason, for some unknown reason at this point that I'm trying to find. Okay, I'm just gonna put one in there. I don't want to waste my time. And we got an exception right away. Will deserialize. Okay, so let's try to do this. Let's look. Deserialize. Save inventory items. Vector data. Decode item. That's just giving us back like a very lazy stream back. Okay. Deserialize. Where is this serialized though? Where are you? Event handlers, what? That's not the right place for you, my friend. You're not event handler. What are you talking about? Let's go to the bottom of the file. Okay. So that's the old serialization. That serializes everything. Serialize inventory items. We pass the inventory. We get the count. This should be right. Encode item. No side effect. Where's Jimmy, dude? What's up, my man? How you doing, by the way, man? I don't see you for a long time. Very long time, dude. How are you doing? Network. Deserialize. Serialize. Let's do S item. Oh boy. I'm gonna tell Jimmy. I'm gonna tell Jimmy that. What he is doing, man. He's crazy. What's up, Yag? What's up, my man? How you doing, bro? S item. I am good, Yak. I was telling the guys I got from work today. I lay down in bed and say, oh, I'm gonna take a nap 10-20 minutes. Dude, I just blacked out. I'm glad I had alarm clock on. I passed out, literally. I wake up with 7:30. You know when you wake up and you don't know what's happening? And you look around and say, like, what time is it? I was completely out of it. So we'll deserialize. Let's double check that. I was thinking that this network item factory data right here. Why is that happening? Let me do this. Items. And let's do let's do items list dot length. Let's remove that for now. What's up with the chat? I think everybody's just lurking. Probably they're just working their stuff, man. By the way, guys, thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Lurk mode tonight. That's the lurk mode, man. Oh. I think Syrian is still around. I know that no side effect was here. I don't know if he left already. But do you remember Yak? Do you remember no side effect, by the way? I don't know if you remember him. I don't know if he's from your time. inventory, close that. Okay, so we had one item here. Spans professional lurker. I don't think I do. Yeah. Yeah. Also, Aristocrat was in Discord. Yeah, dude. I don't know what happened today. No side effect show up. Aristocrat show up. Yeah, they are no side effect, and Aristocrat, they are from like literally, I think I had 0 viewers when they used to watch the stream. They are from that time. The other one, I think, Drakey. I don't know if you got... You guys know Drakey, right? I think Drakey was my 10th follower. Yeah, I always remember. Yeah, those guys are like the first ones. Normally the guys like the old ones, they don't show up anymore for some reason. But sometimes they pop up and say hello. Okay. Two. So there is 2 items. But they are not saving it. I show up and lurk, yeah. This is what I do normally, right? When I'm watching streams, normally I'm working in my own stuff. And I open the stream and I keep like lurking and just listening to it. This is what I do. Most of the time. Sometimes when I'm not doing anything, I'm talking more, but most of the time it's just lurking. Why is that item messed up? System serializable. Everything here should serialize normal. For references. I'm not initializing this. Oh boy. 1 second, guys. I don't see, because I only see this being called from the old CRUD. That is the problemo. Network inventory manager. Serialize inventory items. Yeah, but I'm doing this here. What? Network item. Let's do dot create. Do I have a method that only takes an item? I don't think so. I need to get right back. Yeah, man, go for it. Like coffee or tea? Well, I drink it, but it cannot be super hot, otherwise I burn myself. So I don't understand. We just have a method that takes enum in the base item, and we have another method that takes a boolean. So how this thing was even working? Oh, what? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? That was taking the Boolean implementation of it? That's just silly. So 1 hour for nothing. Just because it was calling the wrong method. That's why I didn't know what was happening. That's why. That's why. Was calling the method with the boolean, the constructor with the boolean. Can you believe it? Yes, you can, because that's what was happening. See? Now it's working the way that should be, serializing item 1 resource, and then right here we are in the deserialize method, ID 1 resource. Are you kidding me? Are you serious, Unity or C#? Now should be working. Okay. Let's try again. It should work now. Are you kidding me, dude? Are you? So let's put one in there, close it, reopen, it's in there, shut down the server. Mystic. What are you drinking? What are you drinking, Mystic? Did we save that? Yes, we did. That is a good thing. Let's test our client now. Dude, I kind of feel like drinking a coffee right now, but I cannot, because otherwise I don't sleep tonight. And still, my serialization is still too big. That needs to go down. So we have one item. If we remove it, it's still in there. Okay, so no Red Bull, no, man. Yeah, go buy, man. Go buy. Have a good one, man. Go buy. Have a good one, man. That stinks, but what can we do about it? Yep, that works. And the server side though, if we add an item here, yep, the server is not taking it. The server is saying, no, 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 what you think you're doing? I'm not adding items, you crazy. Let's fix that. Client. This should be running though. So we have a method here called save. See if that's running. Yeah, I'm not gonna be streaming tomorrow, Yag. I'm gonna be streaming Friday though. I think it's gonna be Saturday for you, right? But yeah, now, at least with the current schedule that I have, yeah, Friday. With the current schedule that I have, I'm streaming Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Hopefully I can go back to stream every day, but with the current schedule that I have, no possible. My friend. Okay, we have one item, 2 items, 4 items. Items 4. Okay, I don't really want that. Let's debug here. I want to see the ID of the items though. Debug.log. Multiplayer service. No, I'm not, Spence. Yeah, I never worked with, at least I'm working with Unet, but I don't use any service from Unity. The only thing that I am doing that I could use would be for the, I think it's the matchmaking that they call it. But I just built a PHP server for, it's kind of like just a relay server. So yeah, I'm not using their services. But network is just, you know, it's crazy. We'll save item and ID of that. Yeah, network's not fun. I'm gonna tell you something. Well, it is fun. I like to work with it, but when you get these little issues, it's kind of like a pain in the neck to solve it. The items j dot base data dot item name, and the items j dot base data dot unique ID. Just the one I want to double check the IDs are being unique when we are saving it. Yeah. And the biggest problem is a simple inventory. So let me play the game here so you guys can see what I'm talking about. So if you have in your game a simple inventory like the loot box, so this inventory right here, this inventory is really easy to implement through the network. There's no much to it, right? Very simple. Well, there's a little bit to it, but it's easy comparison with this inventory here for the campfire, right? Because the huge problem about this type of inventory is that if I put wood in there, that was the client per se that adds something to the inventory, right? As soon as I turn the campfire on, it starts generating charcoal. So at this point, the charcoal is not being added in the client. The server is adding the charcoal and sending the updates to the client saying, hey, add charcoal, add charcoal. And the server is removing wood. But at the same time, the client could put a weapon in there. And that is the client adding items. So the big issue when you have this type of thing is to keep everything in sync, right? Because as soon as I close this campfire, another player could come here and open the campfire and it should see all the items in there correctly. So if I open again, I should have the items in there the same way I left, right? And actually all the refactoring that I'm doing, it's not even for that inventory, it's for this one right here, right? So that's the big issue that I'm trying to solve, like the best way of keeping all the items in sync when the server it's adding items to it. Oh, okay. So yeah, that's the big issue that we're trying to solve here. Items 2, saving item. So yeah, we are getting our unique things here. Let me see, I got your link, Mortal Mystic. That is the issue, dude. See what the problem is? Because when we just have the client adding items, that's in terms, it's not so difficult. You just have the inventory being changed by one thing, and that thing would be the client, right? Of course, you would send a request to the server. So if I'm adding wood to the campfire, right? I'm gonna send a request to the server and say, hey, this player is adding wood to the campfire. And then the server would say, okay, let me check his inventory. Did he has wood in his inventory? Oh yeah, he has wood. Does the quantity match? Oh yeah, it does match. So you do all those checkings in the server, and then you say, okay, let's add the wood to the campfire and let's remove the wood from his inventory and send update to wherever, right? In the same time, the client turns on the campfire, sends a message to the server and say, hey, turn the thing on. We check, does the campfire have wood on it? Oh yeah, it does. So it start burn. So there is anything that is burnable, right, in the inventory of the campfire, and then we say, yeah, there's wood in there. And then if there is wood, automatically the server start generating charcoal. If you have raw meat, automatically the server adds cooked meat when it cooks after a certain time, right? And also the charcoal. And then you need to be updating that with the clients, and then the client drags something out and say, hey, the client's adding this, check the inventory. Can he add this in here? We add the thing, we update everything. So, and besides all of that, the server is always adding charcoal and cooked meat to it. Yeah, the sync part's that it's killing me right now. Because if it's just a loot box, the server is not adding any items to it. So it's pretty much the client drags something to it, send the server a message and say, hey, the client wants to add this. Oh, does he have that in the inventory? Yeah, he does. Check everything else, add the item, done, right? There's no charcoal and craziness going on. So yeah, I am testing with the small loot box right now just to get the basics of the inventory done. And then after I get the basics done, then I need to move to the campfire so we can try to make those things sync with each other. Save inventory items, clear inventory. This should be working though. Let's debug this guy. Let's do save. That. And then we do base item equals B items J. And then let's use the item here. Item dot base data dot name. And let's do item dot base data unique ID. And then we can even do item here. Let's do save X. Campfire. Super Game Maker. Thanks for the follow, man. Appreciate it. Welcome to the stream. I feel like it's my job to deal with Yep. That's one of the biggest issues. When the server is updating the campfire and you're adding to it. Yep. If the cooking, there is a very, very easy way to solve this, right? Because if the cooking in the campfire is done in the client, we just have the client update the server will check a couple of things and we are done. But the way that I'm doing is the cooking happens in the server side. So the client doesn't do any cooking, right? The server tells the client, hey, you got a charcoal, you got a cooked meat, right? But then we have the case that the client is going to be adding things to the inventory. So there is an easy way to implement and there is a hard way of implementing. But if the client's doing the cooking, then the server kind of need to trust the client that the client is cooking right? But we cannot trust the client. So that's what's happening. Never trust the client. Exactly, man. I don't know, because there's a bunch of games that do this. Rust does that. Arc does that, because you have the the furnaces and all those things going on, and you have, I would imagine that they are doing that in the server side, right? But I don't know for sure if they are really doing that in the server side. I never know anyone that hacked those type of things and added stuff, made it things being added. But server side, yeah. So since you can log off and still does it, yeah. So then that's the server side, and that's the thing. If you're doing server side, I never tested on Rust though, if that would work. I think probably Rust does server side. But yeah, that's one thing. You could turn on the campfire, completely log off of your game, log back in, the campfire will be updating and will be cooking, right? Yeah. You would have a non-stop item duplication. Yeah, well, you would have crazy issues, right? Because imagine every client doing the cooking. Like, would not be a huge deal if you're separating the clients, right? Because to me, I would see if I had 5 cooked, would be, you would have issues when you're adding one more, right? When you're adding one more charcoal, because my client could be like a second after you or a second before, and that could cause it before it syncs with the server, right? Because I will do like, as soon as you open the campfire, that will sync with the server. When you close, that would sync the server, right? And then when I open again, the other client open, the server will send the information, and based on the timers on that client, you would add one more or remove. So you would have a difference in there. Yeah, it would have different issues, but let me see here. By the way, some game dev, are you building a game or something like that, man? I need to... My legs, man. Let me see if I can. May put these feet under. Are you building a game or something, man? The server does checks and allows rejected, yeah. Over the last few days, that's cool, man. Are you streaming here in the creative section? Because I don't remember seeing you, unless if you only streams when I'm working or something. Just got my minimap. Oh, that's cool. That's cool, man. When did you start it though? Was like this month? Oh, so that's why. That's why I don't see ya. So okay, we have 4 in there. And we have 4 in there. Okay, if we go to the client and we move this one here, it goes back there. Okay, so the method here is not doing what's supposed to. Last weekend just started? Dude, that's awesome. Jeff is Norris. Dude, if you wanna join, and by the way, any of you guys, if you guys are new here, I keep forgetting to give you guys the Discord. If you guys wanna join our Discord, you guys are more than welcome. We even have a channel in there that when you guys go stream, if you guys are streaming game development, you guys are more than welcome to go in there and say, hey, I'm gonna start streaming, guys. Go in there and post. So that's updating in the server. Okay. Put that on a timer for the bot. Yeah, I had that. I think I had it on the timer. So it links to Discord. Yeah, I think I had a timer. I don't know. I need to look my bot again. I keep forgetting. Because like, I think I had so many links before and then I started removing them. And then when you guys asked or something, I would post the link. And now I don't have the commands and I even forget to post the links. Need to fix that, man. Okay, so let's double check. Where is my... this one right here. Yeah, man. I don't know how experienced you are with game development, or because I'm just seeing you here today, so I don't know like how much you know, but that's how game development goes, right? I've been working in this game for 2 years, so it's not something that come from one day to the other, right? Takes a while until you get something. So let's do debug.log. Yeah, you just need to keep doing, man. That's the thing. Do not stop. That's the magic. That's the secret. Don't stop doing. Serializing. Let's see if that works. Let's do item X. Come on. I wish I had that custom assembly things already. That will make the compilation so much faster. Are you, by the way, are you working on, which engine are you using? Are you using Unity? Game Dev Silence. What's up, man? How is your, did you finish your project? The thing with the images? Did you got that done? Unreal 4? Nice. Is the new one really good? Like, the new stuff that they added? I will take it you like it. I used Unreal, to be honest, 2 years ago. Right? That was the last time. I was playing around with Lumberyard the other day. They are adding a lot of new stuff on Lumberyard. You guys should take a look if you guys didn't do it yet. I guess they are, Lumberyard's kind of trying to go the same route with component based stuff like Unity. So let's see what they do. And let's do item, oops. Let's do item X. Clear this one. Let me see what I get in the server side here. So we open, and when we close, so it is adding the items here, but why when I move this one over, it's not saving the slot that's in. Saving item, and the item goes back. So let's close that one. Cuphead's going crazy, yeah, man. But that game is awesome. Like, the visuals are awesome in that game. I did Unity and CryEngine back in the day. I did CryEngine though. I did CryEngine, I did Unreal, and I did Unity. Yeah, but that was 2 years ago. Sticking with Unreal. Yeah, Unreal is a really awesome engine. Yeah. Yeah, people were complaining that Cuphead was super difficult, but I think that's the point of that game, right? They actually made the game that way, so you need to play many times until you figured it out how to defeat the boss, and then you defeat the boss, right? It's not something to be super easy that the first run you're gonna defeat it. The goal, I think the goal of the developers were, you're gonna play at least the boss fight, I don't know, 5-10 times, and then you say, okay, now I get it. I think that's the goal, right? No more game playing dev. Dude, the same thing. The only game that I'm gonna be playing when it comes out will be Unity. The only game I will be playing when it comes out will be Destiny 2. I'm crazy to play that game, and I'm waiting to come out for PC. So if you guys are going to buy, join the Discord for sure. We're gonna be playing. We need to make a team, like 6 people, and then all the time play always together, right? And I'm not looking anything. I'm not looking videos, nothing, because I want to install the game and I want to level up and I want to go to the raid not knowing anything about it, right? With your help, I got 5 out of 5. That's awesome, man. It was not because of my help, man. I help you very, very. Was your code, dude? Was you? Wasn't me. Weekly clean monthly rate. Yeah, that's cool, man. That's cool. As long as you're understanding the process and you're understanding what the code is doing, that's the best part about it, right? But that's cool, man. You got good grades with it. I have a freeze on game buying. Yeah, I'm just gonna buy. I'm not buying anything at this point. I'm just gonna waiting for Destiny 2 to come out. I'm gonna buy that game, gonna play it, and at least because now I'm working during the day, and then I get home, I start streaming and working in development, right? And that's pretty much the only time I have now to work in the game. But when Destiny comes out, I'm gonna be playing Destiny, right? And for sure, I'm gonna be streaming. And I've been saying this for the last 2 months, and I can assure you that the guys will come to the stream and say, Jeff, why you're not developing today, right? That you can take that for granted. Game design, nice, man. Okay, this is what I was going to do. I was going to quit that guy and inventory, serializing, go to definition. Let's do debug.log, item X, and let's do the item, the ID is that, and slot ID is that. So let me double check if we are serializing that correctly. Item base data dot unique ID, and then let's do item dot base data dot slot ID. Double check that one. On the background, dude, I'm so excited for the game. I know that some people there, they don't even care about Destiny, but I like that game for some reason, right? So I like Rust, I like Ark, I like Destiny, and for some reason, well, the game is good, at least in my opinion, right? I know that people may not like it, the game, or this and that, but in my opinion, for me, it's pretty good. I played so much of that game when it came out, the first version of it. Dude, it's just like non-stop. I played for a long time. Long time. But then I got like, I level up, I had all the levels, everything. And was pretty much just grinding and grinding. Even though the grinding was fun for a while, it, you know, I grew tired of it, right? But now that Destiny 2 is coming out, it's new. It's pretty much the same, like people are saying, but it's new stuff, right? So 0, 11. How many items we have there? Why do we have 8 items? Oh. I see what's happening. I see we are not clearing the inventory. The inventory, the UI is actually showing the right stuff, but the inventory itself keeps piling up items on it. One of my all-time favorites, yeah. I like it so much, man. So clear inventory. We are clearing in here. On save. So we are not clearing the items. On toggle. So we got the items, serialize them, and then on get we find the player, and then we send that. So we are updating the state. We serialize that. And here we are not changing anything. Go to definition. We are clearing the inventory here. Add item, refresh. The items. Two references. Network operation. This is not being called yet. We are not working on this one. Just for me comment all this out. Because maybe we are calling that. Okay. Oh, let me do this. Let's empty our network items inventory here. Not that. Right changes. Put an item in there. Well, let's do 4 in the corners like we had done before. Like that. Okay. Get items count. Why are we duplicating it? That's a new issue now. Debug.log. Items. Total items. University for Unity. I think the only thing we have for Unity is that Unity certification thing. I don't know how important that is for a company, right? Because I guess you would get Unity certification if you want to work for someone or something like that. But at this point, I'm not sure how important that is for a company. I know they have the Unity certification. Looks like you cannot do that online. You need to have to be in some conference or something and then take the test in there, as far as I know. So that's not being called. Or I put it items instead of item X. Items. So the count is correct, but it's being called twice for some weird reason. So we have the right amount of items. That makes sense. So we have it here. And we have it here. Okay. So this should go there. So if we are requesting items, we're gonna serialize. If we are not requesting, the items should come here serialized, right? Got my degree online. Yeah, I think, I don't know, let me know if you guys know a different way, but I don't think you can take the Unity certification online, as far as I know. Maybe they are doing that now, but last time I looked, you can study for it online. They provide you everything you need to study online, but to take the test, it's, as far as I knew it, is when they have a conference or something like that, you would go and they would have a space in there where people would go to take the test. So you would study online, but the test you would have to go there and take it in person, right? Why am I not getting that now? You talked to them yesterday? Talking about the university. Yeah, okay. Ah, okay. I see. I see dead people. Yeah, it Spence. Have a good night, man. Appreciated stopping by. Have a nice one, man. By the way, Syrian, are you still doing the interactable tutorials? Or you just stopped it? I remember you're talking something about it. That kinda you're thinking to stop or something like that? Are you still doing those or no? Okay, now it should be working because I think we were overriding the serialization in the server side. That was the issue. No? Okay. What happened with those things? Like, were they not good or it didn't work properly? What was it? Or there's nothing to do with it. You just don't want to do it anymore. See you on Saturday. Yeah, it's gonna be Saturday for you, Hitmax. It's Friday for us here in the US. But yeah, man. See you Friday or Saturday. Thanks for stopping by, man. Not good. Oh, now I remember. Now I remember you saying that. Yeah. Put that in there. Now it's working. Dang, son. We were overriding every time in server side. Damn, son. Now it's working. If we put this, if we make a row here, like that. They flick a little bit. I think you guys saw it. It blinks with the old items and then goes to the new ones. Yeah. Yeah. That blinking is not a big deal because I can probably change the code and kind of refresh the UI after, you know. Clear the UI as soon as I get the message from the server, I refresh it. So it's not a big deal like that blinking for now. But now that that part's working, this is what I want to do. Let me double check the size of that thing. Are you using Map Magic? Yes, I am. It's pretty good. It's pretty good package. Sclowtown? Sclowtown. I'm sorry if I misspell your username, but yeah. And by the way, you have the same color as Hitmax. I almost thought that he was saying something. Welcome to the stream, man. Yeah, I'm using that package. It was all follow along the little people. Yeah, I need to play with those, Syrian, to see what that thing's about. Serialization. Let me double check here when we get to the client. So we are getting the length in the client. I want to keep that in there. Let's keep that. And let's say client deserializing no item. And we can try to do this for now. So we clear the inventory and we refresh. And then we add the items and then we refresh again. because we are not refreshing the UI here when we clear. Let's see if that would fix the blinking, you know. Got them in the right place. Do I have a filter in there? No, it's just a number. Okay. So 1516 looks like, at least on the server side. Oh, let me clear the filter here. So let's see if we fix the blinking. It's still doing it. Dang. We would have to clear that UI as soon as we open it. But that is going to be something we need to add to the UI itself. So, not doing that right now. Because I think every time that we open and close the UI doesn't refresh itself. We call refresh ourselves when we change the inventory, right? But maybe I could call refresh every time it opens. Let me see here. Let's see. Maybe that's not a super difficult thing to change now. I know that if I remember correctly, that's a little expensive to refresh the UI for that inventory. I need to go and make the code way, way better. So let's do... That's the wooden box. Not in there. Weapons, UI. Small loot box. Okay. Let's take a look here in the event. UI refresh. What this one is doing. It's clearing these lots. Well, so it should be doing, it should be clearing, unless if this is happening so fast that it clears the UI, loads what's in the inventory, and then it receives the items from the server, right? And then the server say, hey, refresh. So I think this is what's happening. Okay, this was fixed already. This was done. Okay, I'm gonna take a look at that another time, because I think I was looking at it and say, okay, I fix that later. And what was the size that we were serializing here? I just want to get the inventory full and see the size of it. So let's do inv size. Let's use that filter. Well, one of the editors just crashed here. Yeah, it was the first one. I think one of the problems that I'm thinking when the editor crashes, one of the reasons is when I'm trying to compile on them together, I notice that I get more crashes when I do that. Let's see, it's compiling here. Again? Yeah, see, now it's compiling again. I think it's gonna open now. Well, but this is good. At least now the new implementation of the items is working, the serialization is working. We just need to maybe compress the serialization to be small to send less bytes through the wire. But at least the functionality to open and close, it's working, right? So 1516, let's try to add more items to it. Okay, now we have a full inventory here. 2744. That's not bad. So, just for you guys to have an idea, we came down from 50,000 bytes. We came down to 2700. And probably we can make this even small. And this is super fast. At least I need to test it with like a real network because right now the client's sitting on top of the server. So it's pretty fast. But maybe there's ways we can make that even smaller. Yeah. If we take one out, it's gone. Let's try to put a weapon in there. Yeah, it's pretty quick. And see, for some reason the weapon now we got 240, right? Or no? Yeah, 240. So okay, that looks good to me. That looks good enough to me. Reload. Okay. Is it still reloading? Dang. Remove that. Now it's the complicated part. This is the easy way, right? This is the easy way. So if we are just dealing with, where is the thing here? Right here. If we are just dealing with the, and why it didn't compile? Because I removed a line from there. Oh, I didn't save it. Let me save it now. So for normal inventories, we could call it done, right? If it's just a loot box, that's working the way that's supposed to. But now it's the complicated part because we have the campfire type of inventories. And those, they receive items from the player and from the server. So for this type of inventories here, we are done. Everything is working fine. Even if we remove this, put that in there, split, right? It's splitting. And we have the count correctly. The weapon is in there. If we grab this one, put in there, it switches it. If we open again, the weapon is in there. This one is in here. So this inventory, pretty much done deal. The problem is this guy right here. Turn on. I'm not doing anything and the server is gonna add item to it. Just watch. See, it removes the wood from there, adds the charcoal. Since we don't have wood anymore, the campfire is off. If we put one more here, instead of adding the item, it should be stacking the item. So it's gonna put stack one on the charcoal and then it turns off. So this one is the issue. Let's start it. Let's start. So now we need to add the events again. But now, let's do the add. Let me think about it. Yeah, so after we finish adding all these events here, we are not going to, because if you guys notice on the toggle here, we were saving the items. This should not happen anymore. The server should control everything at this point. This is actually a request that's coming from the client and say, hey, can you save the inventory? And then the server goes ahead and save the inventory. But actually the player is asking for this save, right? When we close the UI, the client say, hey, can you save the state of the inventory? And then the server, yeah, I can save it. But after we finish adding all these events, the client would not do anything. The server would have everything in sync automatically. So let's add the listener to the add event. Go to definition. And right here, this is what I'm thinking to do. There is no else in this case. If this is the host, actually, if this is not the host, then we add the item. Let's take a look in this. Go to definition. Let's uncomment the code here now. Let's double check. Client's connected. And here we are serializing only one item. Right? Let me leave this separate here so I can see it. Go to definition. Where is this? Base item. Base data. That's not what I want. I want this method. And this is a different type of serialization that we are doing. I actually need to rewrite this to use our network item. But for now, let's just keep going with this one. Because the new network item, it's way less data than the normal item right here. Because this serialization, it literally serializes the entire item. And with the network item, we just serialize variables that would change at runtime. From server. So this is gone. And then we're gonna do this. Right? I guess this is what I'm going for here. Because this, to get in here, this must be a call made by the client. So this call never will be done by the server. Okay? And from server, that's gone. Go to definition. Each server is gone. Okay. From server, fix everything here. Now the events would trigger the server call, and then we would do the checkings and then update the items. Because if the event happens in the server side, we don't need any event because the items are in the inventory, right? The inventory already listened for that event and put the item in there. So if it's the server knows the items in the inventory. If it's the client, if the event happens in the client, then we call the server and say, hey, check this stuff up and add the item. Override. No, we are not doing that. Use server response, we're gonna do false. And we remove this. Right, this is coming from the client. What else? Remove that. Where do I have those errors though? Let me save everything, go to Unity so Unity tells me which line is... Oh, not that one. This one. This is gonna be pretty much the same thing. Let me just comment this out. If host is false, this would be there. Save that. Comment that if is host equals to false, there. And I'm not sure about this stack event. I don't really think I need it, because the stack event is a combination of two different events. So the stack event would be an update. So the item that's sitting in the inventory, it's getting a will get an update event to increase the quantity, and we're gonna have another call that's gonna be a remove. So let's say if we're stacking 5 and 5, one of the top of the other, this one is update to 10 and this will be deleted. So there's two events, one update and one delete. I'm not sure about this stack event. I don't even think we need that, because we're gonna be listening for the update, the addition, and the removal of items. So if we are listening for those and a stack happen, automatically that would just work. We don't need to do any extra work. So if is host equals to false, that's my plan, at least, you know. That's the theory. Maybe it works. And maybe it doesn't. Okay, so let's go back to our code here. Update event, remove event, and let's work in this addition here. So we have the listener. When that happened, let's close that. Let's do add client. Nightshade, thanks for the follow, man. Appreciate it. Welcome to the stream, man. The client here, request server to add item. Okay, and then we call this, and then we call this, and then just here let's add debug.log. Let's do this is not gonna be add though. Let's do CRUD. Let's go back to our add here. Instead of add, let's do CRUD. Let's do client requesting server to item inventory. And this would be the operation that we are requesting. the server to do. So for now, let's stop this, just comment it out, and let's see if we are getting in here, right? Let's see if we get this message. We should. Player interacting network ID. We need that though. Message dot player go to definition player ID. Let's do one more here, public uint, and let's do player net ID. Because at some point now we are not doing the checkings, but when we start doing the checkings, we need to know the ID of the player so we can say, okay, give me this player, find his inventory, do all the checkings in his inventory, you know, that type of thing. So player network ID is equal to player net ID. Okay, so let's see if we get this CRUD right here. And it's getting cold here, guys. Let me turn off the AC. Oops. There we go. Chat system? What? What are you doing? Oh. Dude, this is looking good, man. This is looking good. Are you going to do the art for these boxes? Can you do like drawings and stuff, man? This is looking good, man. Lorem, yeah. Foul Mao. Welcome to the stream, man. I don't know if you just got here or if you're lurking, but welcome, man. Can you do the drawings? And can you write instead of being lorem? Lorem ipsilum ipsum. Let's see here. So remove doesn't do anything. If we add, we should get a call. Oh, if we do the filter here, right? Remove. Oh, okay. This is not gonna happen here because this is the host, right? This is the host. If we log in with the client here, this should work. I'm gonna hire another streamer to do the character art. Oh, that's cool, man. I can write. By the way, I can write. Man, I want to play your game when it comes out. For sure, dude. I want to play it. Me1 connect. Who's leveling up? Mystic Cities, level 50. Okay, now we should get... Oh, this is in use? Okay. Why is it still in use? There we go. Now... Client request to add item. Client requesting server to add item to the inventory. Nice. This is what I want to see. This is what I want to see happening. Okay, now we send out the message. Inventory event. And this is the CRUD handler. Right? So let's go to our CRUD handler here. We can probably remove this here, right? Remove that in there. Clay Cree, welcome to the stream, man. Ploppy, welcome in. Where are you guys coming from? Are you guys together somewhere and just decided to come watch right now? Both of you together? I was planning to release alpha in November to push to December. Yeah, man, as soon as you want to push some alpha out, let me know. I want a copy for sure, dude. Your stream is intended for mature audiences. Yeah, it is, Ploppy. You never got that message? It's there since... It's in there since the first day I started streaming. I put mature audiences. Yeah, it was there. First time. Maybe for some reason you clicked OK sometime. You didn't notice. And probably that saved in your browser cache or something. And now you may have cleared your browser cache. And now it asks again. I don't know. But it was there. It was there, man. Since day one. Since first day that I streamed, I checked that thing. So add. Remove that. Add items to the list and then refresh inventory items. So we probably don't need to refresh anything in this time. We don't refresh anything. But then that's it. That's pretty much everything we need to do. We just need, well, we need to add a bunch of checkings here, right? Check everything. But at this point, we're just assuming that everything is correct. And then the server just adds the item to the list. We don't need to update the server because we know that this client is the one with the UI open, right? So we just need to add that to the inventory. Because the only way that the client is able to add things to the inventory is that if you're dragging from your inventory to the other inventory, right? So that UI doesn't need to update because we are dragging it. Jethro Codes, dude! Welcome to the streamer, man. So we don't need to even update the client because you're doing the update yourself. You're dragging the item to the right place. So let's see if that works. Jethro Codes, how you doing, man? How is life? Huh? How it is life? Fine. I'm good, man. I was just tired today. Super tired, by the way. I got home. I said, oh, I'm gonna sleep for like 10 minutes. Just take a nap. Dude, I completely passed out. I didn't even see it. Like, I'm glad I put a alarm clock for 7:30. I just wake up with the alarm going off. And you know when you wake up and you don't know what's happening? Like you say like, oh my God, what time is it? Right? So literally, I think I was so tired. I got home, lay down in bed and I passed out. And then wake up with the alarm going off. But besides that, I'm good, man. I'm good. It's so weird when that happened. When you wake up and you don't know what's happening. You don't know, like, is it night? Is it morning? Like, what time is it? I don't know if that happens to you guys, but sometimes it happens to me. I wake up and I have no idea what's happening. You're like, what time is it? Am I alive? I have those, man. So, here's one. Oh, we need to do... Wait a second. We need to remove everything from the database because we are just listening for the add event. So when we drag out of the inventory, the server is not going to remove anything. So let's go to the databases here and remove all the items that we have in the inventory. Remove that. 21,283. That's a lot of items to test, though. Let's try again. 21,000 items, dude. How many items am I going to test until I get this inventory done? That is the question. So no items, that's good. Now I'm gonna try to add an item to it with this guy here. This is the client. And let's see if that works. Oh, we kind of got it. We kind of got it, but not really. So let's double check how the server is loading that serialization in there. Oh, okay. Quit on me. Cat NS data. It should be fine though, because the non-serializable data, that is the icon and all that stuff, right? I'm not sending that through the network. So let's do... Let's do CRUD. And let's do item name, that, item ID, that, and item type, right? Let's see if we are getting that info here correct. So that would be item dot base data dot item name, item dot ID, and the last one, the type of it, item. Okay. Who's leveling up? Spence. Level 4, man. And Fall Mall, level 1. Thanks for watching, man. I don't know if I'm saying your username correctly, but I think it's Fall Mall. I cannot even say that. Thanks for watching, man. Come on, Unity. You can do it. I have faith on you. Streaming assets, databases, SQLite, network inventory items. Okay, so we didn't save anything. Okay, that's good. Okay. Let's try again. And see what happens. Client. Nothing. Okay, so it's when we open. The icon blueprint was not found. Update icon. What? Let me double check here. Close that. Oh boy, why you do that all the time? Just stop it. Let me open now since I'm going to Visual Studio. Oh, I need to wait. Because if I change anything on Visual Studio right now, it's going to ask me, you know, to reload the files. So let's just wait a second here. Come on. I don't have all night. I used to have all night. I don't have all night anymore. Can you please just open? What? Let me close this thing. 1 second, guys. Let me restart everything here. Do I have Unity stuck here somewhere? Okay, now it opened. Okay, so let me open the other project now. Unity was going completely insane for a second. Okay, put that in there. And Visual Studio takes forever to open in my machine. I may need to, because I have ReSharper installed, maybe I need to disable ReSharper. Because it gets completely slow when you're opening it. CRUD handler. So this should be, oh, wait a second. This is the client code. What am I doing? This is client code. This is server code. So add. One second, guys. What? When I do shift delete, I lose my what I had in my clipboard. What are you talking about? Are you serious now? So Control X, I'm not gonna delete that line, I'm just gonna leave it. I don't want to lose my clipboard again. Add. There we go. So if I had that line in my clipboard and I did shift delete, now let's try Control V again. See, it actually copied the line you just deleted. That's crazy. I didn't know that will do that. And if I have an empty line and do shift delete, if I do Control V, empty line. Huh, I didn't know that would override my copy. Server. Adding to the list. Oh. We need that little piece of code that we have here. This one right here. Bam. This one we need in the server side. Server side of the force. Item. That's the item. We load the images and we put the reference back. Now it should work. Let's test it. Oh, before we do it, let me just double check if I didn't have anything in the database here. Streaming assets. Okay. Yeah, we have nothing. Okay, so let's go for it. Layer 1. Do we have any filter in here? I don't remember. Yeah, it's CRUD. So let's do CRUD. CRUD in there. Nothing, no error, that's good. Okay, now let's try to add that item again. So let's do this one. Bam. So we added, the server added, everything looks fine. Now, oh, I need to close it here. There we go. That's what we want, right? If we add from here, that should work as well. Yep. That works. Raw meat. Let's put that in the corner here. Let's see if that got updated. No, it just, when we move, it does not update. So because we are just listening for the add event, right? And let me close this thing. Now it should be synced with the server. It should be in the corner. Yeah. So the server overrides everything. So the problem here is if we drag from here and there, that's going to create an add event, right? And that's the only event we are listening for. So when we first add, that sends a message to the server and say, hey, just add this item here. If we move this around, this is creating an update event. So it updates the slot where the item is located, right? Since we are not sending that information to the server only takes the first add and that's it. But at least now the addition is working, right? And we got locked out. So I guess tomorrow we did some good changes tonight. Tomorrow we're gonna be doing this. Tomorrow we're gonna be finishing the remove event, update event, and I'm not sure about the stacking though. Because like I said before, the stack is only an update and a remove, right? You have 2 items, 5 quantity each one. You drop this on top of this would update to 10 and this will be deleted. So I don't really think at this point that we need this stack. Maybe we do, but maybe we don't, right? Not tomorrow, Friday. Yeah, Friday. Thanks for reminding me, man. I'm still thinking that I am streaming every day, but now because of my work, I cannot stream every day, guys. I will as soon as I can. Let me see who is streaming here. Who is streaming? Do we have any? Man, there's so much new people. It's incredible. Dude, Twitch, it changes a lot. Like I'm not like in Twitch all the time now, because before during the day I would be on Twitch all day long, right? But now there's so much new people. I'm trying to max out my CPU. Bitcoin miner? Dude, you're gonna max out that CPU pretty fast. Tag on Twitch. Hello again, dude. Welcome to the stream. I'm sorry because I'm leaving right now. I'm sorry you guys are just getting in here. James and Tag on Twitch. I'm just leaving, guys. We got a lot done today, though. We got a good progress done. It's only 30%. Yeah, I'm looking for someone here that we can host. Let me see here. Who it could be. Who is streaming? I'm trying to look for like a Unity developer, but I don't see anyone working on Unity. There's people playing games. I just seen you online. Literally, you just got the message right now? Game dev living. Yeah, man, because before I didn't have work during the day, but now I am I'm working during the day, so literally it's 11 p.m. for me now, and I need to wake up tomorrow morning to go to work. So, and now I'm only able to stream Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays. So that's why I'm leaving, man. Yeah. As a super relaxing stream. I didn't get a Discord message. Oh boy. 11, are you game dev, are you located in California? Because I am in California. I need to find a job as well. Don't need to host. Yeah, but I would like to help, you know, the communities, the developers. It's so nice when, you know, maybe we can get a person that's starting. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this guy here. It's gonna be a surprise, guys. It's gonna be a surprise host. You guys have no idea who I'm gonna be hosting. Yeah, but guys, thanks so much. Thanks for the follows. Thanks for watching the stream. I'm really sorry I cannot stream as much as I was streaming before, but as soon as I get my work figured out, I'm gonna try to stream more. Right? Why did you finish? Oh, I finished the inventory, James. I finished. Well, I didn't finish. I added. Now, instead of serializing the entire item, I created a struct that's a network item, and that only has kind of like the runtime changes. So I'm serializing that and send that over to the clients, because the server has the database of items. The client also has the database, right? So I'm just going to that route now. I just send wherever change, and when that gets to the client loads the default item and then overwrites with the runtime variables. And then we added the we are listening for the add event. So Friday I'm gonna be doing the remove event and the update event, and hopefully Friday we finish that. But yeah, we got a lot done today. But yep, pretty good stuff, man. And yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for everything. As soon as I can stream more, I will. And yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for all the followers. And I'm gonna play one more song, and I'm gonna be hosting someone that you guys don't know yet. See you guys soon. See you guys Friday. Love you all. Bye bye, guys.